Okay, so now getting back to the programming, let's go ahead and add a couple more axes. Let's clean this up a little bit, and let's add axis 2 and 3. Okay, so we've just gone from a one-axis program to basically three-axis. Okay, so axis 2 is going to get the preset values from the y-axis. Axis 3 is going to get preset values from the z-axis. And let's go back over here to our form, and we'll move this up here a little bit. And now let's just go ahead and add two new buttons. Make this button 1 over here. Just put a big minus on it. Make this other button, put a plus. Okay. And we'll call this one minus. Call this one plus. And now over here on our event handler, we're going to add a mouse down and a mouse up for the plus, and do the same for the minus. Okay. So on the plus down, let's go ahead and move two axes at the same time. We'll do axis 2 dot jog speed equals 200, and axis 3 dot jog speed equals 300. And when we let go of the mouse button, again, we're just going to set it to 0. Clean this up a little bit, make it a little bit more readable. And the minus is just going to be negative 300 and negative 200. Okay, so let's see what that does. Okay, so now back over here to our target computer, we're going to go ahead and run basic motion program. And you'll see the same two buttons that we just programmed over there. Actually, there's 3 buttons now. So our move button still moves the one axis. Now if I come over here and click on the minus button, you'll see these two axes move, one moving faster than the other. Hit the plus button, they go in the opposite direction. This is back to our original move button. And this goes, one goes 200, one goes 300. Now let's say that we want it to go to an accurate location. We want an axis to go to an accurate location. Let's come back over here and add another button. And we'll call this one Go To. The text is going to be Go To. And we'll name it Go To. So when we click it, we'll say axis 1 dot jog to location, which is a function call, and we're going to give it a value. Let's tell it to go to 2 units. Okay. So let's see what that does. So now let's add a timer and update the screen with the 3 different values of the current motor position on axis 1, 2, and 3. So now when we run that, we get our same move button here. Then when we click on Go To, it's going to move that axis to a value of 2 units like we programmed. Okay, so come back over here to our form. Let's make it a little bit bigger this time. And let's put some labels on the screen here. 1, 2, 3. And let's make these a little bit bigger. Let's give it a font of, say, 12. Let's do this. Okay. So let's make the variable for the top one there, X location. And the second one is going to be Y location. And the third one is going to be the Z location. Okay, so let's come back over here to our code and make a simple timer. We'll update it every 12 milliseconds. Our tick event gives us every 12 milliseconds. It's going to call this function right here. And we're going to say X location.text equals string.format. And this is going to be axis 1 dot location dot actual location, actual position. Okay. Okay, so that should work, except it will crash on us right now because we have to make a new instance of timer. All right, so let's see what this does. Okay, so now if we run it, we get our 3 locations where we programmed them. And if I come over here, I push the e-stop in, so that loosens up the motors, and I can turn the motors by hand, and you'll see that the value of all 3 of those numbers is changing. Okay, so now if I pull my e-stop back out, and I push the go to button, you'll see the x-axis go to R2. If I push this plus button over here, you'll see those 2 values change with one another.